Konnichiwa, News Rush Boy INCOG. Better than reaction video. Back with another reaction video. Oh my god, I guess I got gun tongue tied. Anyway, we're back on FGO Adventures channel. I think actually this person, they got 10K subscribers, so congratulations to them. Go ahead and subscribe to them. Go and look at some of their videos, like them up, everything like that. This one is called FGO NA. How many SQ can you save for Muramasa? So if I remember correctly, when I went live on one of my streams for FGO, I think like a couple weeks ago or something like that. Yeah, it was like a week or two ago. You guys tell me that Muramasa, I think y'all said he should be getting released New Year's. I think New Year's, right? January? I think it's like somewhere around New Year's, right? If not, then I don't remember. But I think it's like something like that. I'm not mistaken. But I guess you got to see. But yeah, so we just saved up for Castoria. We used 90 plus tickets. We used like I think 300 plus SQs. We got MP2 of her, and also as well on the other thing was Da Vinci Rider. We got her MP1 as well when swapping her and Castoria out. So yeah. Anyway, guys, let's see. How many SQ can you save for Muramasa? So obviously Muramasa is like the top person now to get. It's like I think it's him and Saito or something like that, I believe. You guys telling me? But anyway, guys, let's get right to it. So play.
Welcome, my fellow masters, to the post.
Bye. See you next June. Gotcha. I got 2 copies of you.
Many Saint Quartz, and I'm sure some Wallacoons as well, were sacrificed on the Castoria altar. And now the saving process begins again. Now we move onwards to other servant targets that will be coming up in the near future. The servant you're most interested in saving for will vary. Castoria was fairly universal among the player base due to her status of being a meta-defining support unit.
Definitely is. Definitely that farm is crazy.
Of how many SQ, which servant to really focus on wasn't so clear-cut, at least to me. So I've decided to format this in a pseudo-timeline manner, with certain servant banner reference points along the way to try and cover.
All right, so I'm gonna pause right here. So we have the U Lancer that we're doing her event right now. It's a free-to-play servant. I think she got like 8 or some more days of her event to get done. If anything, I'm gonna finish the rest of that event on stream because I start work actually later on today. Matter of fact, so Thursday-ish or whatever regular time, I'll get back to streaming and everything like that for you guys. But yeah, so we have her. So it seems like all that stuff is in between Muramasa. So we have, I don't know who this servant is right here. The second one, this lady. I guess we're gonna see. Van Gogh. We did a video on Van Gogh. I forgot this guy next to Van Gogh. I don't know who this lady is. I think that's a lady. It's a caster. Looks like. And then Muramasa. So out of all these guys, all these servers right here, guys, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really technically 5 because we're already doing use event. Out of these servants, which ones are you guys gonna be saving up for? You guys gonna try to save up for all of them, or are you just gonna save up for Muramasa, or is it like a certain one you guys are looking into on this this screen right here? All right, that's it. That's all I want to ask. All right, so get back to it. Play.
Targets as possible. One other thing I've decided is to focus on the details of St. Quartz accumulation
July to
the
January.
next 6 months,
okay,
or thereabouts. Hence, the main featured servant for the video is Muramasa.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But
yeah,
not to
January.
worry, fans of Coin Sky of Light, Morgan, and Oberon, for there will be a separate video coming very soon.
Oh yeah, Morgan. That's
and their
right.
surrounding timeline. Originally, I was going to try and cover them all here, but it just felt a bit too much. At any rate, let's get started. The 5-star Saber class Senji Muramasa was at the top of the list among the requests I received for a How Many SQ video. Now, if you are relatively new to the game and are not familiar with this servant, there are a few key reasons why he is one of the most anticipated upcoming servants.
Let's see.
First, looking at his design, it should be fairly obvious if you're a fan of the original Fate Stay Night series.
Yep.
It's Emiyashiro, or at least a pseudo-servant version of him. And then there is the fact that Muramasa joins the ranks of the top AoE arts loopers. With a 50% battery and cohesive kit, he is actually very capable of acting as a universal
So he has
arts
a
looper
50% battery.
for both farming and challenge content when teamed up with Castoria, and not just for specifically countering Lancers. Quite simply, Muramasa is a very powerful AoE saber that can greatly enhance one's roster.
What
And
was
in my
that?
opinion,
That
definitely
debuff that
worthwhile
you casting on him?
consideration when he eventually comes to NA.
Daily login, weekly rewards.
So with Muramasa our focal point for saving, there are 170 days from the time of this recording.
Yeah, I gotta
July
make sure I
16th
don't
to January
mess up my
1st,
login no more.
2023. This brings us to the release of the New Year's campaign Summoning Banner and Muramasa's initial rate up. Assuming that we're starting from scratch with 0 Saint Quartz and 0 summon tickets, saving from July 16th to January 1st, one can accumulate 259 SQ from the daily logins.
That's not bad.
The 50-day
97,
cumulative logins or total
72
logins,
from weekly,
and completing
90.
all of the weekly master missions.
Okay.
Additionally, from the daily logins, you can gain 24 summon tickets, plus another 30 summon tickets from the Mana Prism Shop monthly refresh for August.
So
January,
with Muramasa, do you need to get him
That
the
brings us
MP5
to
or is MP2
259
MP3
quartz.
enough?
and 54 summon tickets as a saving
259,
foundation.
54. It's not bad.
Remember, this assumes the daily consecutive login streaks is kept up, and all weekly master missions are diligently completed.
Events and campaigns.
Now to include the Saint Quartz from events and campaigns leading up to January 1st. Please keep in mind that the order in which I discuss these events is based on how they are currently expected to release. But as we've seen recently, events can be easily shuffled around, so please just consider this for estimating purposes. Although we're in the midst of the event, let's start with the SQ that can be gained from the Servant Summer Camp. In my overview video for this event, I cited 19 Saint Quartz that can be gained, which I sourced from GamePress. However, upon a closer look at the main quests and cross-referencing other sources, like the FGO event compendium, there actually seems to be 28 SQ that can be obtained.
Oh, I've seen more.
Still no tickets though. So let's go with 28, and I apologize for the lower figure from before. Though if anything, one could simply take that as a conservative count from this summer event. The Oku event rerun is expected to happen shortly after the Servant Summer Camp. Quite a few SQ can be obtained from this event rerun, with a projected total being 48 quartz. During our 18 million downloads campaign, a new set of extra missions will
Late
be added.
August, early
They're
September.
relatively simple. Just reach the final ascension for 1 to 5 servants from each of the main classes, plus 1 to 5 servants from any of the extra classes. Each of these new final ascension extra missions will provide 3 SQ as a reward. A total of 72 quartz can be obtained if you're able to clear all of these. And we can't forget about the usual 10 summon ticket reward from the consecutive login
So
bonus.
it just
that
adding up
comes
from
with
this
these
point.
sorts
Same
of
2 SQ,
campaigns.
10 ticks from
The
that.
4-star servants Lancer Li Shuwen and Assassin of Nightless City get new strengthening quests as well. So if you happen to have these servants, then those quests will be good for another 4 SQ total. Just highlighting this, but since this depends on if you have either of them, I'll include these in a separate optimistic tally. We also have the Interlude Campaign 14. Though there aren't any login bonuses or limited missions, 2 new interludes for 5-star Assassin Kama and 3-star Rider Red Hair will provide 1 SQ each. So if you have these servants appropriately ascended and at the required bond level, then that's another 2 quartz. Again, I'll keep SQ from strengthenings and interludes in a separate, more optimistic tally. Then, projected around the beginning of September
Oh,
is
Scotty.
the event
Dance
Dance Tournament
Tournament
in the
in
Land of
Shadows.
Shadows, or
Early
otherwise known
September.
as the Skaha Fest Lotto event. In this event, 2 SQ and 7 summon tickets can be obtained from clearing the main quest and the new Grail.
I do want
quests.
Skyhawk and that
Now,
bunny
last year
outfit.
we got a back-to-school campaign that provided quartz through a login bonus. However, from what I can see from previous years, that was the first ever campaign related to the back-to-school season at the beginning of September. So it's not exactly certain that we will get another similar campaign this year. However, there is something that can serve as a reason to hold another back-to-school campaign. In October of 2020 on the JP server, there was a special campaign held for the FGO The Stage production with an 8-day login bonus. Since something like this would not necessarily have a direct equivalent on NA, I could see getting this login bonus in the form of a back-to-school campaign. Now, this is purely speculation on my part, so please
So
keep
we
that in mind.
might not get
The
it back to
login bonus
school.
from FGO The Stage provided at 5 Saint Quartz. So that's what I'll project for a potential back-to-school campaign for NA. And I'll keep this in the optimistic tally side of things. I also expect NA to hit their 1900 days anniversary sometime in early to mid-September.
Okay.
NA typically hits these milestones about a month earlier than its JP counterpart.
Mm-hmm.
And JP originally had this happen on October 10th. So this is a definite 10 more Saint Quartz that we can add to the count. As a sort of pre-release to the new Guda Guda 5 event, there will be a summoning banner featuring Okita, Hijikata, and Izo. Accompanying this banner are new strengthening quests for Okita and Hijikata. So if you have those servants, then both of those quests are good for an additional 4 quartz.
I have Okita, but I don't
which will
have the
go
other
into
guy.
the rank up interlude optimistic tally. Then we come to the brand new Guda Guda 5 event, projected to be around late September. And this is our first target servant reference point, the 5-star ruler Himiko. There were actually quite a few requests for an SQ
Ruler
campaign next to
Himiko.
her,
Oh, she looks
and
cool.
4-star
She
Saito
looks good.
Hajime, who shares the banner. So let's do a subtotal for the SQ and tickets up to this point. For the purposes of this subtotal, I am going to assume a start date of September 24th for Guda Guda 5. From daily logins, total logins, and weekly missions, 90 Saint Quartz plus 10 summon tickets. 10 more summon tickets from the Mana Prism shop monthly refresh for August and September for a combined 20 tickets.
Okay.
For all the events and campaigns leading up to September 24th, there is a combined 160 SQ and 17 summon tickets on the conservative side. There should also be 4 server maintenance for those events, including the Guda 5 maintenance and the 18 million downloads campaign, providing another 20 Saint Quartz. So the total consecutive count for Himiko and Hajime is 270 SQ and 37.
And I think I got
summon
like at
tickets.
300
If we
some flat.
included the new
So if
rank
I
up
add
and
that
interlude
on, that's like
quests,
500
plus
to
my
600
speculation of the back to
SQ.
school campaign, then we'll have a more optimistic 281 Saint Q
We're
and
like
37 tickets.
37.
The Guda Guda 5 event itself will provide 17 quartz and 1 ticket. That could go towards Himiko, bringing her specific SQ tally to 287 quartz, 38 tickets on a conservative.
I heard about Hajime, but is Himiko good?
Moving along our timeline, we have the pre-release campaign for the Imaginary Scramble event. Originally on JP, this was held in November, but we're going to assume this to be in mid to late October for NA, just after the Guda Guda 5 event. This pre-release campaign will have a limited mission of clearing Lost Belt 4, providing a reward of 10 SQ. Additionally, there will be 3 new strengthening quests released for the 5-star foreigners Abigail and Yang Gufei, plus the 4-star foreigner MHXX. Should you have these servants, then a combined 6 SQ can be gained. Of course, following the pre-release is
My
the
skin's so
actual
dry.
Imaginary
So sorry, y'all.
Scramble event. I think it will be around late October with
Also,
some
Van Gogh's gonna be, what is it, mid
This
to
event
late
also
October?
brings with it the release
For
of
projected.
a couple new SSRs, the Foreigner class Van Gogh and the Rider class Nemo. So this is our next servant saving reference point. If Van Gogh or Nemo happen to be your next servant target, here is the subtotal of quartz and tickets up to this point. For the purposes of estimation, I'm going to assume an event start date of October 15th.
Well, I know about
On
Van
daily
Gogh.
logins,
Nemo good?
total logins and weekly missions, 121 SQ and 13 summon tickets. Summon tickets from the monthly Mana Prism shop refresh will combine up to 15. From all of the events and campaigns leading up to
That's
October
one.
15th,
That's
there are a combined 187 SQ and 17 summon tickets. 25 quartz from 5 projected server maintenance. A conservative subtotal of 333 SQ and 45 summon tickets for Van Gogh and Nemo. If we include all of the new rank up, interludes, plus my back to school speculation, that brings the subtotal to 350 SQ and 45 tickets.
Oh yeah, see, and if I just say this all up
The
from Muramasa,
event
which is what I'm
itself
probably gonna
will
do,
provide 17
I'm be looking
Saint
good
Quartz.
with SQ.
That could possibly go towards Van Gogh or Nemo.
Do you guys still have
to bring
SQ
savings
left
up to
over
a
from
relatively
Castoria?
conservative 350 SQ and
Or you choose
45
it all?
tickets. Now, around the beginning of November is when the Christmas 2021 event rerun is projected to land. For Saint Quartz and 1 ticket can
Kinda
be
weird,
obtained from this
November.
rerun
Christmas
of
is gonna
Nightingale's
Christmas event.
Christmas Carol. NA's 19 million downloads campaign, projected around mid-November, will introduce new extra missions that can provide up to 20 Saint Quartz. Additionally, there will be limited extra missions with rewards of up to 14 quartz, for a combined potential of 34 SQ plus 10 summon tickets from a campaign login bonus. The pre-release campaign for the Lost Belt 5.5 Heian Kyo will feature 3 new strengthening quests for the 5-star Berserker Kintoki and 4 stars Kato Danzo and Ibaraki Doji. So if you have these servants, then another 6 quartz combined can be gained. Probably also running around the same time as the Heian Kyo pre-release is the Thanksgiving set campaign. The Thanksgiving special is something unique to FGONA to celebrate the American Thanksgiving holiday, and is something that we can look forward to every year in
That's weird.
November.
Late October is gonna be
However,
Thanksgiving,
not all
but
Thanksgiving specials provide
early is gonna
SQ
be
or
the
tickets.
Christmas. It's kind of weird.
Last year we got 3 SQ from a special login bonus, but the year before that, in 2020, there were no SQ or ticket rewards. And in 2019, there were up to 12 tickets obtainable, but no Saint Quartz. So this will be a bit of a speculation on my part. I think there is a chance we will get 10 Saint Quartz with this Thanksgiving, in lieu of the 1.8 million JP Twitter follower commemoration. FGO USA's Twitter is comparatively much smaller at only just over 200k followers. Thus, I don't think it's likely NA will get a similar Twitter commemoration anytime soon. Therefore, I can see the possibility the 10 SQ reward from that JP Twitter campaign gets added in with this year's Thanksgiving special. But again, this is all just a guess. The actual Lost Belt 5.5 Heian-kyo release is projected
Wait,
to be at the beginning
who
of
the
December,
heck is this?
after the Thanksgiving special. Or
Is he a
perhaps
saber? What
overlapping
is
a few
he?
Days.
He looks
This is
tough.
part of the overarching main story of FGO, so there is quite a bit of Saint Quartz that can be gained with this. However, this also marks the release of the 5-star alter ego Ashia Domon and the 4-star saber Watanabe no Suna on their first banner, plus the 5-star saber Ibuki Doji on the second banner. There were requests for these three
Saber
servants,
Ibuki?
so here is another
Oh,
servant
wait.
saving reference point.
Man, she looks way
For
different.
estimating purposes, I'm going to use the original JP release date of December 4th.
Way older.
From daily logins, total logins, and weekly missions, 201 SQ and 20 summon tickets. Summon tickets from the monthly Mana Prism shop refresh will combine to 25. From all of the events and campaigns leading up to December 4th, there are a combined 242 Saint Quartz and 28 summon tickets. 40 more SQ from an estimated 8 server maintenance, bringing about a conservative subtotal of 483 quartz and 73 summon tickets.
Jesus.
This could be increased to 516 quartz if the SQ from all of the rank ups, interludes, and my speculation are included.
That's crazy.
As for the Saint Quartz obtainable from playing through Heian-kyo, I counted 15 SQ from the main story quests, and then another 13 to be gained from clearing all of its free quests. So if one were to fully clear everything before Domon's last day on raid up, or if you're specifically targeting Ibuki Doji on the second banner, altogether there would be 511 quartz, 73
That's
tickets.
definitely not bad. Just some singles. You do a
With
good
Ibuki
amount of
Doji's
multis.
A strengthening for 3-star caster Charles Babbage will be released. So if you happen to have Babbage fully ascended, then that's 2 more SQ. Another special campaign that is unique to FGONA is the Advent Calendar, which
A
is
surprise
basically
every
a
day.
login campaign that starts at the beginning of December and counts down to Christmas with various daily rewards. Last year, a total of 30 Saint Quartz and 5 tickets were provided. In 2020, it was 35 SQ
I
and
remember
2
that.
tickets. And in 2019, it was 30 quartz and 1 ticket. So I think we'll get no less than 30 SQ for this year, but to be on the conservative side, I won't speculate on any tickets. In early December on JP, there was a song material release campaign held for the Waltz in the Moonlight Lost Room app. It's really hard to say if NA will get something in lieu of this campaign, but it's noteworthy since there was a login bonus that provided 3 SQ. Personally, I think the most likely outcome is that this particular login bonus will just be included in the Advent Calendar campaign, so I won't be counting this. As if December isn't already fairly jam-packed, Interlude Campaign 15 is expected around the middle of the month. As it happened on JP, it nearly ran concurrent with the final event of the year. But the main highlight of this Interlude campaign is the release of Interlude quests for SSR's Dioscuri, Sei Shonagon, and Romulus Quirinus, along with 1 and 2-star servants Bartholomew Roberts and Paris. So there is a potential 5 quartz to be gained if you have these servants and at the appropriate ascension and bond level.
I got a few of them servants.
Then
I
we
got all
come
of
to the
them.
final event of the year, Christmas 2022, which
servant
typically
is
gets
that?
released around the middle of December. The new 5-star Lancer Vritra is released with this event, and if she's one of the upcoming servants you're targeting, then a quick SQ subtotal is as follows. Assuming an event start date of December 16th, 244 SQ and 47 summon tickets from daily logins, total logins, weekly missions, and monthly Mana Prism shop tickets. 279 SQ and 28 tickets from events and campaigns leading up to December 16th.
It just all depends on
I only
how you
factored
can
in
serve
9
your
SQ from the
SQ
advent
and everything from the
Since the
logins.
expected total of 30 SQ from that is typically spread out, with the majority coming near the end. 45 quarts from a projected 9 server maintenance, giving us a conservative subtotal of 568 SQ, 75 tickets, for those saving up specifically for Vitra.
Vitra. That's her name, Vitra. Okay.
The Christmas 2022 event itself will provide up to 15 quarts and 2 tickets, which, if you wanted to gather those, would give you a new conservative Vitra subtotal of 583 SQ and 77 tickets. Beowulf also gets a strengthening quest with this event, which is another possible 2 SQ if you have
I forgot
him
he was
and
even a
appropriately
servant.
ascended. We can reasonably expect to have a short login bonus campaign near the end of December that's a countdown towards the new year. This would be NA's equivalent to the New Year's Eve TV broadcast campaign that occurred on JP, in which 1 ticket was provided among other login rewards.
Got 3 golden apples
Now,
and a
We've
ticket.
finally come to the New Year's 2023 campaign
Yeah.
and the featured main saving target,
Yes,
Senji
sir.
Muramasa.
That's
The
what I want to
campaign
see
will
right
provide
there.
30 SQ from a one-time login bonus and another 6 SQ from special panel missions. There is also 1 summon ticket from Muramasa's trial quest, 1 ticket from clearing all the panel missions, and 10 tickets from the New Year's special Mana Prism shop items. For the many that seem to be targeting Muramasa next, the SQ ticket breakdown is as follows: 259 quarts and 24 tickets from the daily logins,
Not mad at
total
that.
logins, and weekly
I
missions.
just need to know that I need to get him like the
30
MP2
tickets
MP3.
combined from the Mana Prism shop monthly refresh. 345 SQ and 42 tickets
I'm pretty sure I do
from
know.
all the events and
We're
campaigns
farming with 'em
leading
and
up to
everything.
January 1st. I'm not including the 6 SQ and 1 ticket from the New Year's panel missions, as that takes several days to go through. 45 SQ from all the server maintenance that I could confirm to match JP's schedule maintenance up to this point, giving us a conservative grand total of 649 sync quarts and 96 summon tickets.
I'm not mad at
Now, if you
that.
decide to wait about a week, into the New Year's
649,
campaign, then we can include
That's
the
like-
panel mission rewards plus another round of daily logins
almost
for a
1,000
new
for me.
grand total of 662 sync quarts and 98 summon tickets.
Ooh.
I would say that's a pretty healthy amount if your intention is to strictly save for Muramasa.
That's what I'm doing. What are you guys doing? What are you guys saving up for?
So there we have it. Some SQ and ticket saving figures for Himiko, Van Gogh and Nemo, Asha Domon and Ibuki Doji, Vitra, and finally Muramasa. Please keep in mind that I may have missed some smaller campaigns.
Then no, Himiko was
Plus,
another one.
some campaigns that occurred on JP may not always have a counterpart on NA. There is also the fact that schedule shuffles are likely to happen, and that can definitely affect SQ availability before a particular banner. The main point of these SQ counts is to illustrate what one can reasonably expect to have when strictly saving for a certain period of time. I certainly hope that this was helpful to those looking forward to the aforementioned servants. And as always, I wish everyone great fortune when rolling for a servant.
Yes, sir.
The
Always.
Morgan Koyanskaya Oberon SQ count video should be out in the next few days. So any masters that are keen on those servants, including a certain Lancer girl from Lost Belt 6, please look forward to it. Additionally, if you could leave some suggestions on what you think would be a good update frequency to these SQ count videos, I would really appreciate it.
Okay.
I want to
Well, we're gonna
avoid
end off
com-
right there, man. How many SQ can you save from Muramasa? So let me go back again. Where was it at? So the conservative route, not the optimal route, you're gonna have 649 SQ, 96 tickets. That's probably what I'm gonna have. Then you have another route where it's the conservative, including SQ tickets from the New Year's panel mission, 662, 98 tickets. So yeah, and then most optimal, you're gonna have 704 SQ with 98 tickets. So it's crazy because I remember having all them tickets forecast story. I literally rolled all my tickets and I didn't get nothing from my tickets. I don't think I got my first gold surf until I started using SQs regular. It's crazy. But I mean, I ended up still getting there though. But yeah, I mean, What do you guys think? Like, are you guys like excited? Like, what do you got? Who you guys gonna be like saving up for? You know what I'm saying? Like, who you guys are saving up for? Like, cause it's like it was. I think you said it was like 5 servants that he was talking about. I think it was like Vitra, Himiko, uh, Muramasa, everything like that. And Vitra's, I guess. Well, I just heard now she's a Lancer. So who was the servers again? Who was it? Let me say at the beginning of the video. It was what you have. You have Muramasa at the end, obviously in January. Who else was it? Himiko, Van Gogh, the alter ego guy, the Lancer. Yeah, you gotta. I guess he's like these are the main ones that you want to save up for. Obviously, we're doing this event, so I'm really, like I said, I'm not gonna count the event. But like these 5 servers is the main ones you want to save up for during these times, I guess. Then also we got Morgan and we got who else was it? Look at the end of this video. It was Morgan and who else? Yeah, there's a Lancer girl that he talked about right there. But who else was it? Was a Lancer and it was who else was it? Morgan. Yeah, I forgot this angel looking guy. I forgot what his name was, and then her. I forgot what her name is. Let me see. Let me play it right here. Hold on. Let me see. Queen Skya, yeah, that's what it was. But yeah, so that's the end of this one, guys. Yeah, I'm ending off right there. INCOG, like I said, let me know in the comments down below who you guys are gonna be actually saving up for with your SQ and everything like that. I'm out. QA.